So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach this lid piece, which is the other 8 5.5 inch piece. And it will also attach flush to the back side with about a 1/2 inch lip all the way the other 3 sides. Now to accomplish this, we're going to use a 7-inch hinge. We're going to fold this in half. And let me think here, it's going to attach in here. So it's going to need to be trimmed just a little bit because it's a little bit long to fit in with all the construction here. And I am going to stain this, so just on this side here. I may want both sides done. Let me think. You know what, to be on the safe side, I'm going to stain both sides because it might show. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry for just a second. We're going to fold it in half, and we want the score tape on the outside edge, on the outside of the hinge, one on each side. And then we're going to pull this off, one side off, and we're going to attach this hinge, fold it in half so you have your fold here and your sticky here, this tape's still on. You're going to stick it inside your box right along the cut edge. Make sure that it is flush with that cut edge so that you don't put any binding on this. So this is the hinge. So get that in good. We're going to burnish that down. So it looks like this. You have it attached to the inside of the box, top edge, the flush edge, the flat edge, and you still have the tape on this little piece here. That's what's going to attach to this lid. So we're going to peel this tape backing off. And I may go ahead and add just a little bit of glue with the tape, but not over the chipboard edge here. Now then, we're going to first eyeball it and line it up so that it is also flush with the box. And we want it to be equal on 1/2 inch on each side. So just very gently lay it down. Whoops. Reach in there and catch it. Okay. And burnish. And we're going to let that dry. Now we have our 8 by 4 inch curved piece. So you see it's curving so that the curve is the long ways, like this. And you can kind of work with it to get a good curve. It is going to be covered by paper. So I know it probably looks a little rough, but go ahead and get a good curve. And then we have our 2 1 1/2 inch wide hinges that we scored at 3/4 and half. I do this one this wider to really make sure that it holds on. So we're going to attach it here and to the spine. So I have to think here for a minute. I want it this way. So it really doesn't matter which way it curves. So I'm going to take my wider 1/2 inch wide score tape. Where did I put that? There it is. Okay, a little wider score tape for these because they're wide. And so I'm going to put it on one side on each half of the hinge. And in my last video I did this incorrectly, so this is the correct way, and I've corrected it, but it may have been confusing to some of you, so this should hopefully explain it a little better. This does, we attach this so that it's not over the book, but along the edge of the book so that it still will lift and lay down flat. I mean, you want it to stay closed as much as possible without having any gap open. You can put a closure piece on your book if it sticks up just a little bit, if you didn't get it quite lined up quite right. Or you can use ribbon tie, or just extra weight sometimes will hold it down. Okay. So I'm going to attach one side to the long edge, one long edge of this spine piece, so that the cut part, so I usually fold it this way. So I've got the sticky, the fold right here, and attach it to the one long edge of the spine cover piece like this. And we're going to go ahead and do the other side too. So fold it in half, sticky side down. The fold is right here. I put the fold along the long cut edge like that. Now then, it's ready to attach. So we just peel this off, and we want to fit this, fold this back so it doesn't attach. We want to fit this in alignment with that, the lid of the box, but not where it's overlapping. There's your fold line right there. And then we bring this other one over here, fold it back, line them up, and do it the same way. And there we have a curved edge on our book. Now, I didn't ink inside on my box. I probably should have, but I didn't, so, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to stain. And as you see with your box, whoops, upside down, the box lid does stay down, and it opens where you can get it out, your other project out, whatever you put inside the book box. And it does sometimes gap just a little bit, because it is paper after all, and it has to be trained a little bit. Sometimes I burnish this edge open, or even do more of a score here. And she stays down pretty good. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I do add weight or closure pieces to it, so that works pretty good like that. Only has a little pop up to it. Let's see if I can bend it some. So the more you bend it out, the more it goes the other way. Okay, that's okay with that. So I'm going to add some heavier stuff on it. The paper will help weight it down and different things like that. So we're going to be patterning the inside of the box and the outside. And I'm going to go ahead and off camera ink some of the edges and check back tomorrow, and we'll start patterning this. See you later. Bye-bye.